Yeah, so the jihad seems to have been a success, a strategic success, and historians will be writing about the way in which the Operation Al-Aqsa Flood has been immensely successful from a political perspective, given that the Allies, the Commonwealth nations, have to a large extent granted Hamas a foot in the door, a recognition of a Palestinian state along the 1967 borders, which goes some way towards achieving their strategic goals. The Fatah position always been a step in that direction of a pan-Arab satellite constellation of states under Sharia law in the Middle East, the elimination and eradication of the Zionist entity. So let's review some of the military strategies at play in this conflict. The very first incident, which Ronnie Kasrils was so enthusiastic about, calling it an immensely successful, people running into the streets, through the streets of London, celebrating their imminent victory, the hostage taking, the victorious jihadis taking 250 hostages, killing 1,200 Israelis, Arabs, Jews, and Muslims, and black and white. Enormously successful from a perspective of their campaign of resistance against the Zionist entity. So what exactly did they set out to achieve? Well, they drew the IDF into their swamp, 500 kilometers of underground defensive tunnels with entrances guarded by buildings designated as hospitals. The number of hospitals in Gaza far in excess of the population requirements, more than Brooklyn, for instance, more than many other states similar size population, for 2.2 million people living in a very densely populated area. But these tunnels, it appears to have been part of the plan, was to guard them with hospitals, to extricate as much not the collateral damage, but propaganda damage for any infringement or offensive strike by their enemy. So Hamas, a jihadist group, an offshoot of the Muslim Brotherhood, prepared to sacrifice their civilian population, who were told to stay put even when the Israelis were trying to move them with leaflets and pamphlets, phone calls, doing things which no other military in history has ever done. And you see the results of that in today's announcement by UK Labour, the Prime Minister Starmer, of final recognition of that they were searching for. It might yet prove to be a Pyrrhic victory. It's symbolic in for the most part, but whether or not it has any long-term